I did not have sex with that woman.
Right. She Bill Clinton. She
Yeah.
Bill Clinton after
Yes.
being sullied anyway.
Hey everyone, my name's Nick.
And I'm Ray. Today we're going to be talking about episode 4, House of the Dragon, and it's Wincest.
Yes, very weird. It can't be Game of Thrones without some incest in it, right?
Yeah, that is true. Just with that joke aside, we are not fans of that. I want to throw that out there.
Okay.
Um,
Thank you. Thank you for stating that, I
we'll
guess.
clarify
Just
it, put it on
yeah.
record.
But to start out, it started out kind of funny. She's on this suitor tour. Is
Mm-hmm.
that what you would call it? Her father and the queen, Alicent,
They're
set
pimping
up
her
a
out.
yeah, pimping her out. It's hilarious the way that it's going on, right? Her father gives her the decision, like, hey, you have to marry, but choose who you want. And then the way that they do that for her is just to line like 50 guys up. Each of them
Mm-hmm.
make a little speech to her, and she's
It's
just
it's
supposed to
speed
choose the
dating
one. Yeah,
Westeros. Yeah,
true. The
literally.
Westeros speed dating.
Yeah, I
uh,
mean, she shows up, and I think the funniest one is the little 12-year-old or
mhm.
however old he is boy. What's up? Like I'm gonna
I
be
would
hot.
put many babies in you eventually.
Yeah, and it's just like I hate that. And then the
Once
other
these
dude's
balls
laughing
drop.
at him. Yeah, and the other dude's
Mhm.
laughing at him, and he's like, "What's up, Dad? You want to fight?" And he kills him.
Yeah, it honestly,
Oh,
everyone was making fun of him, so honestly felt pretty good.
yeah.
I
I was
felt
rooting
good
him on.
for him.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was rooting him on for sure. But yeah,
but she cut that tour short by 2 months, so already starting out with her once again
yeah.
dodging her royal duties. So she's not doing too hot on the realm of being a princess that is going to be the first queen one day.
I feel
So
bad for Viserys
yeah, I
because he's like not arranging a marriage, which is always what happens, and he's like, you get to pick, but here's your list of hundreds of
mhm,
potential suitors. With that, you pick and you're good to go. And she
mhm.
is like, I don't have enough freedom still. And
Yeah,
it's like, I get it, but also, what the fuck? Come on. Like,
yeah,
throw your dad a bone, dude. He threw you a
yeah,
fucking steak.
exactly. Like you said, she's put in a position that still kind of sucks. It's not an arranged marriage, but it kind of is. But
Mm-hmm.
it's an arranged marriage with
Choice.
a ton of choices. So it's like he was being the good guy. He's like, "Look, I have to marry you. There's nothing I can do about it. But I'll meet you halfway." And she's just like, "No, I'm not going to meet you halfway." Just dragging her feet, being a little spoiled brat,
Whiny.
honestly.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
a, yeah.
I feel for him. I feel for him in this one. I'm
Yeah.
I'm I am like 100% on his side in this episode.
Yeah, and it sucks because Rhaenyra is just the worst this episode. This is her, I think, at her lowest,
Okay.
which we see happen, which we'll get to that scene when it comes up. But
Mhm.
yeah, the arranged marriage, she ended it early and went back home. And
Mhm.
Allison's like, dude, your dad's trying, bro. Like, throw him a
Yeah.
bone.
Honestly, in this first quarter to like half of the episode, there's a lot of really good advice getting thrown out to Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
First, she's kind of finally kindling that relationship again with the Lady Alicent, with her stepmom. So they have this nice little heart to heart. They're holding hands. They're like, they're kind of making up here.
Mm-hmm.
And she's throwing out some good advice. Like you said, she's like, look, your dad's trying really hard. I threw people that I thought you would suit well with in there. So I'm trying hard. I'm trying to set you up.
Yeah.
And you just cut this off 2 months short. Like, what the hell?
Yeah. We're trying here. Help
Yeah.
us, help you. Yeah.
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 Damon comes back, and honestly, I think he handles this situation beautifully.
Mm-hmm.
His brother, the king, Viserys, is put in a position where it's like he can't really do anything. Right? His brother started a war without him, or without permission, basically, has kind of just been a complete jerk. And he's like, look, man, they named me a king of this area. I don't even want it. Here's the crown. Let me kneel to you. You're the one like
Yeah.
he handles it really well.
Yeah,
Um,
Damon's weird because he's very much like notice me, senpai, to him.
Yeah.
Essentially, is what he
Yeah.
is. He's like, look,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want your power. I do. Don't get me wrong, I do, but I love you, brother. Right? You got it. You're a
Mm-hmm.
good king. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go act like I'm gonna take it from, but I'm gonna give it to you because I love you.
Yeah.
But I'm a douche about it. But
Yeah. It's
I have court
he's.
manners. He's
Mm-hmm.
he's smart. He's the type of character that like knows he's too smart for his own good. Is
Yeah.
what it comes down to. And he's unfortunately very capable,
Yeah.
which allows him to put his money where his mouth is really well.
True. Very true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time with him, especially in this episode, because again, like I said, the first half, I'm with him. He's like he got a haircut. He looks pretty good now.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's with the short hair. He's a lot less
Scummy.
scummy looking. Yeah, really, his haircut really did some wonders for him. And with that haircut, he's given out great advice to Rhaenyra in the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
doing great things for his brother. Like, look, let
Yeah.
me kneel to you. Let me publicly show everyone you're the boss here.
Yeah. I
And then
got you,
he,
brother. Then, but Loki, just so you know, brother, I'll fuck your daughter. I'm going to.
uh, it's
And it's
yeah,
like, Damon, what are
it's
you doing?
it's really weird. It's really weird.
Yeah.
Now, to talk about how it happened prior, I felt some creepiness from him in
Mhm.
episode 1, right?
For
And
sure.
after that first episode 1 like interaction where he put the necklace around her neck, I
Mhm.
didn't really I never really saw anything else. Either way, there was not I didn't really feel any sort of creepiness from it. So, I hoped there was nothing. I hoped I was wrong. uh, but I was not
Yeah.
wrong.
Yeah, he did a thing. So that scene, he shows Rhaenyra the secret way out, right? 'Cause
Mhm.
she's all brooding and whatever, feeling down and shit. Like,
Mhm.
right, so she sneaks out, and
Yep.
to get back at your dad for trying to give you all the choices to marry anyone in the world, the most powerful men in the world. Let's fuck my uncle. That is the idea she came up with.
You think that's the calculated idea that she had?
No, I think she fell into the moment.
Yeah.
Honestly, jokes aside, I think she fell into the moment from Damon, who, is your attractive, cunning, smart, strong, mannered. She's like, oh, that's my perfect dude. Essentially, fell into that and went with it because it's Westeros, where it's a little bit more okay to do that.
Well, I mean, it's kind of not okay, right?
Yeah,
And I don't
there's definitely some what's the word? It's still taboo to a
yeah,
point.
but I think
Um
you're right. Viserys was more upset that she wasn't a virgin than he was upset that it was his
mhm,
brother. Right?
yeah.
He's like, "You tarnished her. Who's going to want her now?"
And he
It
was like,
wasn't
"I'll
like
take her, bro. What's up?"
yeah, real we'll get to that part.
Gentleman
Uh
right there.
real gentle. Uh, but it was yeah, it was really really bad, and you feel the creep build up the whole time too. It's like the whole thing is like, this is not
So
feeling well.
honestly, the in the scene, you know what's gonna happen, and he's showing her around and whatnot, and
Mm-hmm.
you can feel the tension there, and you're like, "This is gross,"
Yeah,
but it didn't feel creepy. Aside from it being incest, like it didn't feel like stalker creepy. I should say is the best way to put it.
I
It
guess.
it felt like she was being seduced by somebody she shouldn't be seduced by, and it's creepy because he's her uncle. And then dude takes her into a whorehouse and takes her to the fucking back room where people are just railing each
Or
other, you
orgy.
know? Yeah. And they start going at it a little bit, and he pulls back, right? She's got her pants around her ankle, fucking top's half off, and he pulls back and she goes in again. Now she is trying. No longer it's he's seducing. He's like, wait, hold on, this is not okay. I shouldn't
Hmm.
do this. And she's like, no, I want it. So now Rhaenyra is completely implicated in my mind.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say I can't. No, I don't blame her at all. She is.
Young, manipulated,
She's young. She's
groomed.
manipulated. Yes, exactly. It's completely his fault 100%. She
Hmm.
is not at fault whatsoever.
Yeah.
This is like sexual abuse,
Yeah.
very
100%.
nearly.
I
And I say very nearly only because in this world she is of marriageable age.
think
So
she's how
it's
old in this episode? 18?
I don't Oh, is it? I don't
I
know.
think so. I think she's around
Okay.
there.
Yeah, she's in the ballpark.
But
So
he's like
even now.
30, 40, so it's
Yeah.
fucking creepy. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
So it's some weird manipulation stuff going
Hmm.
on. And yeah, so I don't fault her for this. But what can you say? Like, I guess good on him for not.
Grooming and fucking a young woman who happens to be his niece as well.
Yeah, good
Yeah.
job not having sex with your niece in the middle of a whorehouse orgy.
Right.
Good
Um,
job, Damon.
yeah, it's
But
just so crazy. The show sets it up like this, and in all
mm-hmm,
aspects, he's completely in the wrong. You know,
mm-hmm.
honestly. Yet, like when he pulls back, you're like, thank God, good job, right?
Thank
You're
God.
telling him good job not to fuck your niece, and you actually mean it
Yeah,
because you knew he would have. I mean,
yeah,
that's what was happening, and he pulled
yep,
back, and you're like, yeah, he didn't fucking fuck his groomed niece. Why am
yay,
I
and
cheering that on? You
yeah,
know, well, I mean, you should cheer that on, not do that. But
yeah,
the situation it's in, it's just like,
yeah,
why am I in the spot? What am I watching? You know?
correct. And then obviously we find out like it doesn't matter really that he didn't do it,
Yeah.
right? Because his ex girlfriend, I guess, right? She turns out to be a spy for Hightower, and yeah,
Mhm.
even if they didn't, the rumor's now out, and
Perception's reality. And what was interesting to me too is when Viserys confronted Daemon about it.
mhm,
Daemon didn't deny it.
yeah,
You know, that
true,
was interesting to me because like he could be like, no, I didn't have sex with her, but he
yeah,
he, he was just like goading him, you know,
yeah,
which was really weird to
and
me.
it's not even that he didn't deny it; he implied that they did.
Yeah,
Right?
it
He
was
it was
weird.
I mean more than implied. He didn't say it straight out like yes, I had sex with her, but it was way more than an implication. Like and then yeah, he was like, "Look, I got a solution. Let me marry her." Like
Yeah,
what?
yeah, and he's like, oh,
What
I'm
the
already
hell?
married, you know.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it was just weird because Damon's smart. Sure, he's proud, right? He is prideful, but he's smart, and he literally could have fixed that situation right there. Just been like, no, we didn't.
Yep.
But he whole ass went into it and lied. And he's like, yeah, we
Yeah.
fucked. They didn't
Yeah, like you said, it would have been actually a fairly easy fix because Viserys seems like he wants to
believe
believe
that.
him.
Hmm.
Yeah, he wants him to just deny it and be like, no. So he could have been easily like, look, I was super drunk. She was super drunk. I took her in there and yeah, but nothing happened. We got out of there.
Yeah,
Everything was cool.
we
I'm
came
I'm
to.
sorry.
Yeah,
It would have been super easy to just turn that around, but he doesn't. He leans into it and yeah,
yeah, and I think that's really interesting because I think that has a lot of layers to unpack. You know, that's
sure.
really good character writing. I think. Um,
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like gross character writing, but it's
Sure.
it's
No, I
great
understand.
character writing.
It gives a lot of depth to the character.
Yeah,
Yes, I understand.
yeah. Now, after that scene, okay, good old Rhaenyra
Mm-hmm.
left, pants around her ankles, panties down, looking dejected. You know, we've all been there, not
She's
feeling great. So she booty calls her guard, goes
mm-hmm.
back in, pulls him in, and he's like, no. And he's stuck between a rock and a hard place now. If he fucks her and found out, head cut off. Okay? If he
Yeah.
doesn't fuck her and disobeys her, she says something, head cut off.
Eh.
Right? That's what.
No, I disagree on that part. I think if he's like, look, I'm not doing it. He walks outside. She's still just mad. I don't
Yeah, but
think
she could
I don't
ruin
think
his
it's that
life.
dire.
She could ruin his
That's
life.
yeah, I guess
She
so.
has complete power over him. He was abused, taken advantage of. 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Poor Sir Kristen Cole. You
Oh,
think Sir
poor Sir
Kristen
Chris
Cole?
Dinkle.
Yeah, you think You think he was upset about it though, or you think he was
Poor
like, "This is
guy.
actually that wasn't
Mm-hmm.
bad." I'm saying this based off I think she was 18 or higher, and he's around 20, like 22. So
Sure.
that's literally I think that's their ages. Um,
After I
yeah,
think no matter what, after going from being about to have sex with your uncle,
Kristen Cole's a better choice.
it's this yeah, it's the better choice.
Yeah.
It's the same thing for Viserys where it's like 12-year-old Alicent. Like neither one is good,
Yeah.
but it's
Both are bad choices, but
both
one's
are
worse than
bad.
the other.
Yeah.
And yeah, fucking so Rhaenyra abuses her power and fucks Sir Kristen Cole.
Mm-hmm.
Scummy thing to do. And then
Mm-hmm.
she somehow, in my opinion, this episode is scummier than Daemon.
Okay. Yep.
She is
Let me
confronted
hear.
by Lady Alicent,
Mm.
the queen. And the
Yep.
queen's like, "Are you sullied? You know? Like, were
Yep.
you deflowered? Now your value is of nothing." And she's like, "No, Damon didn't touch me, dude, on my mother's grave." And it's
Yeah.
like, hmm,
Yeah.
liar.
Kind of. I mean, and I feel like this is deliberate writing. She made the same promise her father made to her about her keeping the throne, right? He swore on her mother's memory that
Mm-hmm.
he would not take her off
Displace
of the
her,
throne.
whatever.
And she uses the same wording. She said on my mother's memory, he did not touch me. I did not have sex with that woman.
Right. She Bill Clinton. She
Yeah.
Bill Clinton after
Yes.
being sullied anyway. Sure, Damon
Hmm.
didn't sully her. Sure, Damon didn't take her virginity.
Hmm.
So Kristen Cole did. She's a big, 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 big fat liar. She's a big fat
Yep.
liar right here. And
Yeah.
now I'm a dude who's of the mindset that you don't have to wait until marriage to have sex at all.
Okay.
I don't believe in that. I
Sure.
don't. I think a woman's value is in whoever she is as a person. Fuck as many dudes as you want. I don't care. Okay. With that, what Rhaenyra did in her context, in her situation, not the smartest move at all. She's being real dumb this episode. Mm,
Yeah, to me, it's like, man, she's doing everything in her power to be replaced
yep.
as heir to this throne.
Yep.
She's
Disinherited.
it's so crazy
That's
to
the word.
me. Everything that she's doing to try and not become queen.
It's a lot.
Like again, yeah, so much.
And her dad's like, "No, no, I don't see any of this, dude. You're fine. You still got it." And
And
she's probably like, "Are you fucking kidding me? I literally almost fucked my
mhm.
uncle. What else do I need to do?" You
And
know?
Alicent, and might I say, sidebar really quick. Alicent, we see this episode. She's got a pretty shitty life, right? She's in a real bad spot
What are you talking
here.
about? She's queen. She has a great life.
Yeah, she's forced into a marriage she didn't want. She's being booty called by her husband in the middle of the night, like
Mm.
the king. Hey, go get the queen. I'm gonna bang her real
I'm gonna
quick.
bust a
Like
nut and then go to sleep. I'm not gonna take
it's
care of her either.
yeah, taking care of
Yeah.
these babies. Like yeah, she's trapped in this relationship and in this castle. It's like yeah,
Yeah.
she's got a pretty bad life right now. Yeah, and so okay, unsidebar. The Lady Alicent finally confronts Viserys, and she's like, "Look, have you talked to Rhaenyra? You should talk to her about it because she confided in me that nothing happened," which we know's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so they finally speak, and he gives her an not even an he basically tells her like, "Look, you cut that marriage tour short 2 months. You did this now. Look, it's done. You're
Mm-hmm.
marrying the sea snake's son.
Yep. Good
That's
old
it."
Laenor Valerian.
And then somehow she has the nerve to act surprised. What? You're gonna sell me off?
Yeah. Right.
Are you kidding me? After I've been denying everything, shirking my responsibilities, you're gonna do that to me?
Bitch,
Come on.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she's even like, why don't you just replace me? He's like, I wish I could replace you. But he's like, I'm not gonna have this throne built on distrust and lies and things, and honestly, again, I'm with Viserys this episode.
I think everyone's with Viserys this episode.
Yeah, he's put in such a bad position by Daemon and by Rhaenyra
Mm-hmm.
and by Otto Hightower. It's like he's doing a good job.
Mm-hmm. Now, I do wanna point out my favorite scene of this episode is at the very end when the Maester comes in with the Plan B pill for Rhaenyra.
Mm-hmm.
Whole ass gave her a Plan fucking B. Yes, I love
Yeah.
that.
Plan B potion, and I'm gonna say 100% she does not drink that.
Okay,
Just saying.
that's your take.
That's yeah, that's my little prediction here.
I don't
Because
remember, so
uh, okay.
yeah.
I'm imagining she doesn't take it. She becomes with child. Now the sea snake's son, I forget his name.
Laenor
Um
Valerian.
oh, Laenor. Okay. So Laenor is like, "Yo, she's not a virgin. I don't want her anymore. She's got her uncle's baby in her." And she's like,
Yeah.
"Well, she doesn't want to marry me anymore. Sorry."
Okay. Okay. So
Yeah.
rebellious, teenage rebellion,
Yes.
full ass. Okay.
Rebellious baby. She wants to get pregnant to rebel against her father.
Okay. 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 Yeah. No. Again, no predictions from my standpoint, but yeah, I thought this episode was really disturbing and good.
Hmm.
It was a great episode. Built a lot of character onions. A lot of layers were placed.
Yeah,
Everyone's
for sure.
Shrek right now.
Yeah.
Layers, and it really puts into as well, right? The fact that Rhaenyra would lie on her mother's memories.
Hmm.
Is she even worthy of the throne? Because she's kind of a shitty person. Turns out, at least this episode implies.
Yeah. Yeah. And look, I'm still chalking this up. She's a child. Like you said, she's a rebellious teenager. So is she not worthy? Look, she'd probably grow into it.
Viserys has really, really grown on me in these
Hmm.
episodes, especially from where he started. Alicent, I'm liking less, but also not
Yeah,
liking
I
less.
I
I
I
feel for
really
her. I empathize for her,
yeah.
but I'm not a fan. Otto Hightower, I hate.
Yeah, in this episode as well, Otto Hightower gets removed as Hand of the King.
He
You
did
know,
the right
fine.
thing there, I think. Telling
Yeah.
telling Viserys about it, I think
Hmm.
that's doing the right thing. Even as much as I hate Otto Hightower, I think it's the right thing to do.
I agree. That was the right thing to do, but obviously doing it like revealed some things where it's like, yeah, is he intentionally spying on Rhaenyra?
Yeah.
Probably. Like he's obviously a real shady person. So it's like, yes, he did the right thing here, but he probably doesn't need to be Hand of the King as well.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
So
definitely the fact that you know that, I hate that, Otto.
yeah.
Thank you for telling me. I
Yeah.
hate what you're doing. Again, thank you for telling me,
Hmm.
but I need to have you not here because you're being a little weird with it. You
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
But also, I mean, wouldn't you want your Hand of the King to be a Shadow Master for you?
Maybe.
But the fact that you as king don't know is an issue,
Hmm.
and that's where I think Otto fucked up.
True.
If I'm Hand
Yeah.
of the King, I'm doing what he's doing, except informing the king about it all too. Like, hey, these are our spies, our spy networks. This is how it
Hmm.
works. Keep them in the loop. You don't just, oh yeah, it turns out, fun fact, hey, you know.
Yeah. And I mean, he is put into a difficult position on this one where it's like, look, the king Viserys is calling like who made this accusation? Bring their spy forward. I'm gonna have their eyes out. It's like I can't really tell you that. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
um so and can you really fault him for being in denial about it at first?
Mm-mm.
Like, no.
I don't think any dad would want to believe that about their kid
Yeah.
and their
Yeah.
mother.
If someone came to you and it's like, look, your brother, your daughter's uncle, they just did it. Be like, whoa, what are you saying to me?
Yeah.
You're lying. Like yeah.
Like if I have a daughter and
So
my brother did that, I'd be like, I don't think he would do that.
yeah.
I don't. That's
Yeah.
not him.
Yeah.
Well, there's
Yeah.
evidence. Is there? I need to see proof.
Hmm.
I would be in hard denial over it.
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah. You definitely can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
But he's removed his Hand of the King, and I think rightly so. Maybe
Oh,
not for the exact reason, but Viserys, he's doing a good job this episode. I enjoyed this episode. It was
a disturbingly good episode.
It was tough to watch in some parts, but yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Well, with that, let us know in the comments below your take on the proceedings. Don't spoil, right? No spoilers. Okay, we're doing this episodically. Okay, Nick hasn't seen it. I have. So, but other people in the comments may not have seen it, so don't spoil it for them. Don't be a bunch of dicks, huh? With that, Ray, out.
Thanks for watching. Hey, Nick here. If you enjoyed this video, please gently caress that like button for us.
And Ray, thanks for watching. It was a blast. Make sure to hit that subscribe if you want to stay up to date with what we're doing, what me and him are doing. There. Me and him, Nick and Ray. Subscribe.